Why am I so slow in this one? Just the same like it was before, okay. That is good. No change. Happy birthday to me. Dziękuję bardzo, dziękuję. Oh my god. I have no subscription, just realized. But common mistake. Zero reaction time. Fucking shit. There is zero time to answer this. Zero time to answer this. I cannot DPS with such a bad macro. I mean, after the NCSoft changed the macro, I have zero fun by playing Glad. Now wait. That's probably the last subscription I'm gonna buy in the Taiwan. I need to change my macro even if I'm going to lose some of the DPS. I cannot play like this. I'm not angry much because I know it's the problem of the ping only. Here. That's going to be very bad, but should I delete? I can't. Let's do something like this. I really don't want to use Keen Strike in my macro, but obviously you are forced to use it because this basic attack cuts the animation of other skills. But also the effect is with the high ping, your rotation is a mess, unsynchronized mess, let's say. Hello. Buongiorno. Nice to see you, man. Millions. It's not an error this time. you're playing AION2 for straight for PvE only, there is, you know... oh, there is too much to say, Martin. Nice to see you. No, but you are forced if you have high ping, because this game with the high ping is not competitive at all. Of course, I have a plan to play way different after the global release. But you cannot ignore PvE in AION2, unfortunately. So, 36 millions. It's low, just like I expected. One more test. I really don't like, even if I'm not spamming Keen Strike, the character will use it. I mean, it's good, but only good when you have good ping. Oh, I forgot to delete Keen Strike from here. Obviously. I'm still using Keen Strike. I mean, it's okay, because Keen Strike gives you only benefits. Only with good ping, once again. But I cannot play like this for the next few weeks until the global release. It's lower. Jesus, I am stupid. Obviously. Exact mechanics he's using, because this is extremely convenient that he was doing that live, and we can see exact his 1 hour journey, how his macro is changing and what are the benefits. But all of it doesn't matter until the global release. Because all of the changes Dunker King is showing in his stream, explaining, changing his whole way how to use the skills, it works only with very good ping. Only. High ping, completely different reality. I'm not complaining super much, just a bit, only because it's just a matter of time we're going to have good ping, right? Hello, Slame. But right now you cannot get rid of using Keen Strike, the basic attack at all, even if my macro is to spam. Or maybe at least we can put in there and get yes, of course. I mean, it's good to practice. Even if right now I'm spending most of my time to change and test things in Ion 2 for fun. I love that helm. Where did you get it? You can get the wind helm and every other helm from the boxes, or basically from the broker. I mean the cubes all over the map. So you need to have the key to open the cube, and you have a chance to get. Or basically you can spend a bit of money. This is the water. It cost 3 millions. It's pretty cheap right now. I thought it's gonna be like 4.5. I bet you know the skins. So the simple way is the broker. Wait a second now. Sorry. Interesting. It's not working. Wait. Yeah, I know why. It's not interesting. It's just another thing you need to change. I'm just gonna use the macro play once. Let's test now. Unfortunately, my character is still forcing. I mean, the mechanic in the game forcing my character to use Keen Strike. Unfortunately, not because again, it's good. It's good because it gives you mostly the benefits, but only in the good ping. With the high ping, I would like simply to have bigger control about all of the things my character is doing. Simple as that. It's not working. What did I change? I just want to survive next month, nothing more. And I cannot survive this month when my character is using this like that. Why I'm using this? F? Ah, okay, I know why, it's fine. Let's go 10. We survive 1 month, 9 months now. We can hold for one more, but it's I'm talking about something different. A few days ago, NCSoft changed whole way how character is using macro in the game. And the whole rotation is completely different as a GLAD. The problem is, I mean, it looks very nice when you have the good ping. I mean, you can see on many streams. Starting with the Tanker King, obviously, it's very nice and fast, and the synchronization between the skills is very nice. The problem is, when you have the high ping, it looks so strange and odd, and the new way character is using the macro with the high ping is so unsatisfying from my perspective, so I feel only pain. You see, basically you are giving me the good advice, just simply ignore and play. It's short time, but I like to figure out, you know, how it works. Let's test DPS now. So simply spam. I just wanted to test right now. Simply spam overhead slam with forced to spam the overhead slam on your character without any other skills, and the result is just like I thought it will be. Slightly less, about 10% less than this stupid unsynchronized macro. I don't know how to fix that macro. It's impossible probably with the high ping to fix it. Because, I mean, I know it's impossible because I do believe I know how this mechanics works. So basically there is simple, yeah, it's because of the ping. That's why sometimes the skills are used in the good order, sometimes not. Let's go like this, or maybe... Can I put this here? Actually didn't know that. You can do this. Let's test it like that. Overhead slam has to have higher priority versus the rending blow. And of course, keen strike. Do you see, guys, how to precise this, how to say, what do I mean? Like, the character is not using the same order all the time, right? Sometimes it's using the skill, sometimes it's not, you know. That's why it's when this is so unsynchronized, I feel tortured inside. Somehow it's lower damage, actually. It should be like 42 millions. Have I changed something? That hill, nice to see you. 안녕하세요, that hill. Much appreciated for the follow. Hold left mode button, not spam, and remove. I tested everything. You don't have. I mean, thank you. I tested everything. And first of all, I'm not using the AION2 control mode because it's simply impossible, but it doesn't change anything because if you understand the systems, then you can use alternatives the same way, like to hold left and the right button. I'm not using, you know, I am not the player who is holding the mouse buttons, but I'm using the exact same ways to be the same effective, you know. Maybe someone tried to friends tried to tell me the problem might be Synapse, actually. I don't know if that's true, because the fourth version of the Synapse is slower than the third version, Synapse 3, and the whole Razer is shitty as fuck, of course. Don't ever buy this shitty hardware, but I cannot use the 3, unfortunately, somehow. It's impossible. I wish to see someone who has synchronized new macro with 200 ping. I wish to see that, and then I could, yeah, I would like to see that. What server are you going to when Global comes out? Probably I'm going to play 5 days before the early version of the game, right? With the pack I'm gonna buy. So that's gonna be this first server, which will become the normal server after 5 days after official global release. Try with hands without Synapse. But it's just the same. I mean, actually everything is the same, because you want me to click the keen strike, you mean, right? There probably will be more than one early access server, but not sure. I guess so, because what will be the capacity of the server? They told us that right now, right? I forgot, it's few thousand, right? So I believe one server might not be enough. Yes, just hold keen, not spam. Okay, I'm going to do it. I tested this already many times, but I will do it for you. But for that scenario, I have to select AION2, unfortunately. I mean, I don't have to, but I'm too lazy to change too many of my keybinds. Thank you very much. Majonda or Mayonda? Majonda, I guess, right? Thank you, Majonda. But wait. Yeah, obviously, this is his like 10th scenario. He was using many other scenarios last 1 hour here, and obviously the turbo key on the left mouse click he's using. Thank you, Majonda. Turbo click very much, obviously, but it's about the synchronization, nothing else. So, okay, no, I'm not gonna. Actually, oh my god, you're forcing me to change so many things right now. But thank you. Key settings, general, and general supposed to be the left, right? Yes. Korean game always have to be so ping sensitive. Yes. Well, at least I hope I'm not crying like usually about unsatisfying things in the game, because I know it's my choice. I'm testing this with shitty ping as hell on the Taiwan server. I'm not forcing, yes, of course. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Usually I'm a bit nicer than like now. That heal, thank you. Works for me, it worked for you. Which class do you play, that heal? And also the word works is very wide. So if it works for you, I would have this, because I have some goal that I'm trying to reach, and I know already that it's impossible with the current ping, obviously. So it will be this button, but Jesus, I cannot play with AION2. Maybe I should explain. This is the Tanker King. I adore him very much, especially because when this is the stream from a few days ago, when he logged in immediately after the main trance, where NCSoft changed the way macro works, and he's figuring out the most effective new way for the DPS, obviously. This is his 10th attempt, let's say, 10th scenario, which is even more... this is kind of fun that NCSoft tried to nerf the macro system, and they did something exactly opposite, because in this current attempt, his DPS is higher by about 8%, something like this, 200,000 more. So... which is actually better, AION2 or AION? No one can answer this question. It's impossible question to answer, you know. Both of them are one of a kind. And what I'm trying to say, the only thing, because that's why I adore Tanker King, because he's showing exactly which scenario is the most effective one in case of macro. It's super easy to copy this from his stream, so we know already, at least from the Glad perspective, but the macro are pretty universal, but he's playing the same class as me, so it's even nicer and even better proof, let's say. But what I wanted to say now, jeez, I'm lost. Yeah, but so we know already, we have the exact info what is the most effective way. The only problem is the synchron, because Tanker his ping Jesus, I cannot speak. His Tanker King attack speed in the game of this gladiator is not much better than mine. Obviously his attack speed is so much better because of the ping. His ping is like 5, sometimes 6, 7. So it's amazing versus 180, 220. And the only thing I'm talking about is the synchronization between the skills, because we know the answers, what is the most effective way, period. There is no more you know, I'm not arguing with anything. The only problem is it's hard for me to survive next 1.5 months with such strange feeling of the character. Simple as that.
끝나고 보지. 끝나고 1분 딱 끝나고 한번 데이터를 보죠.
Do you hear and do you see the synchronization between the eerie rending blow and the overhead slam here? And this is 3.2, and before any change, and 79, so before the nerf, 1 minute on the dummy with exact same conditions, he had 3 millions of DPS, exactly 3 millions, and 82, I remember, 81, 82 hits of the overhead slam up and down. So it's the damage is even higher right now, so very nice nerf, NCSoft, but the overhead slam slightly less. Conclusion is, why I am even on the dummy? I am on the dummy only to survive 1 more month. I'm trying to find even less efficient way with less DPS, but a bit more satisfying, because right now it's a torture for me to use the same way to be. I don't care about the DPS anymore for the next 1 month. I want to have. Maybe I simply just should spam overhead slam like 1 by 1 without any kin strike. NCSoft is forcing us to buy Razer equip. You know, they are partners in the Asia with the Razer, so who knows? But actually they nerfed the software macros, right? Because the Tanker King and almost every other Asian player is using the software macro. The in-game macro is not the first choice for them. But right now, after the macro change, they are forced to use that in-game macro, so it's a bit different. Yeah. Kin is not satisfying. I don't get it. No, that it's not. It's not like the kin is not satisfying. The problem is. Let me wait. I have to go back to the macro. I'm going to show you once again how the GLAD is unsynchronized with the skills. Because, wait, let me find my stream from like 1 month ago. And some DPS there. No, this is the assassin times, when I created the assassin. This is also assassin. And this is not a good example, most annoying boss in the game, but let's go to the previous one. Okay, and I'm gonna pause it here. Change back macro to the most effective ones at this point. It's fine. It's fine. Yes. You have only like 1 second to escape from this. So, the synchronization. This is the most, that was effective way, old effective way before the macro change. So it was hits 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, you can hear that. Okay, let's actually say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like 2 hits, and overhead slam up, 2 hits, overhead slam down, 2 hits, overhead slam up, 2 hits down, 2 hits up, 2 hits down. It's synchronization here, you know. And right now, only with high ping, because this macro is great with the low ping, but with the high ping, right now it's something like that. Or not. Or not. Key settings. Yes. Oh my god, I'm changing so many things so often. Where is it? Key settings. Ah, okay, I see my problem. Now. I have to change so many things and every single time. But okay, it's our choice. Before it was 1, 2, up, 1, 2, down, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, down. And right now, it's different every second. Right now, no overhead, so it's fine. And also I have a feeling this new way of macro is more dependent of the ping, so the character looks slower. Because also the new way, the main idea of the new macro, let's say new way of macro, is to use the keen strike, because the keen strike is the skill that is cutting the animations, right? And when your animation is cut, then you don't see and you have a feeling it's slower. Maybe just for me. You miss some keen for some reason. I don't know the pink reason. What is your pink? Because, you know, I have 200. I can't. Jesus. So how to do it? Does it work the same way we put keen strike in the in-game macro? Depends. Why I can't put num8 here? It's impossible that way? Houston. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you see. I have, with the current macro, I have zero fun to play the Glad, even if probably that's gonna be my class after global release. I would like to use everything manually without any macro. Would be very nice. Like for example, if you want to have the most hits at the ending blow, you have to wait tiny milliseconds between keen strike and ending blow by your own to cut the animation more efficient way. Is there any unplayable classes? Want to play assassin? Any unplayable classes? But what do I mean by any? Assassin, unfortunately, is not the best choice. Unfortunately. But who knows? Maybe, you know, maybe will be better in future. Why? Because it's been nerfed pretty much. Yeah. I mean, at the PvE, Assassin gives you much fun, but at the PvP, it's nerfed. Actually, I was AFK for 3 weeks, so maybe they changed something, but as I know, it's still not it's still just average class for the PvP. The height is nerfed and many other skills are nerfed. Don't need the mouse click here. I wanted to PvP with it, so you can start PvP, you can master your class and wait for the better times, because the balance is extremely unstable in AION 2. This NCSoft is changing the balance so often. So actually, even if right now I would tell you any class is good, it doesn't mean in a month or two it will be completely different situation. So basically opinions are pointless at this point, because the NCSoft changing everything so often. I would like to see the Glad with 200 ping with the new macro, because if that's the problem of the Synapse, that my skills are used slower, then I'm going to throw away this shit, really. Actually, I am a slave of the Naga, but I am not a slave of the keyboard. I can change the keyboard to use the new software. But unfortunately, Nate, you have to get the 13-euro thing to be able to play. Which? Can you just press key and... Okay. That hill. Which keyboard do you use, that hill? I'm just curious. Can you just press key in an in-game macro without Synapse? Cheapest keyboard. So you are not using any software macro, just in-game macro. You mean that? Okay. And you don't... And sorry, you said which class you play, because it doesn't really matter, but I'm just curious. Can you press in-game key and in-game macro without Synapse? So press 2 buttons, let's say the old way for this macro, you mean, right? 2 buttons. You want me to play just to... Yes, hold 2 buttons in game. Okay. So depends which. Okay, I'm gonna do this with this way. So that's gonna be mouse left, that's gonna be mouse right. And macro on the mouse right. You want to see the speed and that would be nice to compare. Not here, but here. Mount control. I am blind. Sorry. Once again, it's here. So simple as that. And now the macro. Actually, I don't need this for now. Let's just keep the overhead slam with lower priority of the landing bro. So that's extremely simple macro. Extremely simple, not macro. Okay, let's say basic macro right now. So left, right, right is the macro. This is so slow. new macro gives me pain. I don't know why. I just give it. At least use attack speed at least use just attack speed buff for real-time scenario. You don't miss any kings. This is so slow. Guys, why the Glad has to use overhead slams? I don't like the overhead slams at all. Okay. Yeah, the hat is nice. The hat is nice. I like it too. I can show you how much I like this hat. This is my army of bots. Fortunately, the hats, so the skins are between all of the characters on the same server. So, okay. It was actually with better synchronization right now. It was, right? But I'm almost sure, like, when in the group the ping will be a bit less stable, I'm going to face some misses, let's say, misses of the skills. Okay, so let's rethink about this once again. Let me think a little bit. That might take a while because I'm thinking. I won't accept a situation when you have to physically pressing 2 buttons at the same time to be most effective, because I cannot accept it might be even dumber to play. Oh. You can make Synapse macro. The problem is when you make the Synapse macro, everything is working different way, even if you think it should be just the same, you know. Daddy, you're gonna play on NA release? I'm your daddy? With small d, okay. Balance is here, I see. Why you said NA release? It's global release. You make Synapse macro where you hold key and hold in-game macro. I'm using Logitech's mouse. No experience with Synapse. Okay, okay. Okay, but yeah, let me say, let me do it. So wait, let me think. But what kind of, because you have so many options in the macro, right? I want to have the most defensive one, the most, not defensive, the most accurate one and simplest option one. So, you need to have, let's try to do it in different way right now. Macro. Let's pretend. I mean, actually, I'm holding left mouse, but I guess that here you are using the AION2 control mode in the options, right? Isn't that bit strange when I will do a macro? I mean, not strange. Isn't that risky if I will do a macro to press left and mouse button click and I will try to do different actions in the same time? Like, you know, when you are, of course this is our choice, but when you are using such a, let's say, demanding macro, you cannot click in the inventory at the same time, probably, right? You cannot chat with someone at the same time, and I like to do many things at the same time sometimes, you know. But okay, we'll see the risks. Wait, here, here, and here. Let's go like this. But it doesn't really matter because this works, yeah, restricted only in... it's possible to use only in AION2 control mode. And 8 and this. Basically, it's this macro. This is that macro. And 8 and the E is the macro in the game. Okay, so let's change the E from E to... This is minus, or which one is... I don't know. Let's say it's minus. Why the NCSoft have to complicate this? Definitely not. Simply spamming. Don't spam kin. So I can't spam anything, but then I have to keep pressing. Now overhead is not used. It's funny, right? Some of these rules are different in different scenarios. This is the most simple macro, and this is actually the copy-paste macro from the Tanker King. I mean, because it's the most simple, and he's using the most simple ways. There is no delay between. This is the a King Strike, obviously, and this is the row with the overhead slam. This is not even a macro. I can put the macro here also. In-game macro, I mean. Which right now it's just one skill, but let's do scenario 3. That won't change anything, but let's do it. In-game macro button. Doesn't exist at this point. Yes. Okay, so let's go E. Not N8. Jeez. If you want to do like Tanker King, you should... Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't want to do as him. I want to use the most efficient way. That's it. And you know, this is... We are very short time after the NCSoft changed this, and we have still plenty of time before the global release to understand. I mean, not to understand, but to test, let's say. Definitely I won't play to hold left and right mouse button because it seems dumb, extremely dumb. Like it's making you so... You just showed your synapse where you hold minus, change it to spam, and try it again. I went so just like I did. Because I changed already. So, kin plus this row, it's not macro, just a row with overhead slam, and make it spam, and I was doing this already. This is the spam. Play while. Actually, you want me to... Actually, I can use two macros, right? At the same time in the synapse. One macro kin without the spam, and this one with the spam. I think that might be the problem with the synapse at this point. The problem is I cannot downgrade the synapse because it's not showing my keyboard anymore. Let me explain. Macro should be used press kin, press right, release right. But I'm trying to do this not in the stupid way that I will create extremely macro with every single action. I just want to find the way the game... I would prefer to spam and the game should know, you know, but I know what you mean, I know what you mean. Jesus. Triste. This is nice, they spamming everything here. Spam, 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 spam. I'm jealous of his ping. basically he is spamming also Kin, also Yeri. This is the Yeri. This is the macro, and this is the Yeri. So this is the Kin. I mean, Yeri is the pronunciation, Asian version of Kin strike, of course. So this is the Kin strike, down, up, and this is the macro. And he's spamming this. And it works completely fine. At this point, I might think that the synapse is shitty as hell. The problem is because the third version of the synapse, this is the fourth, that's the most, let's say, advanced version of the synapse, is somehow slower. I mean, there is less clicks, less buttons, even if you're going to make the turbo mode inside this 4 synapse versus 3. And the third version, I spent like 2 hours, and this third version at this point cannot detect my keyboard. I wish to test it actually, but okay. Uh-oh. What is this? Okay. Let's see. Let's see. We don't even need to hear what he's saying. What's delay in macro? He has 0 delay. It's not checked here. He has 0 delay. And he's just spamming this macro. Spamming Kin, up and down. Down and up, sorry. Button, down, button, up. And this is a macro in-game. Yeri put down. Yeri King cleverness. Well, I said cleverness? King strike. And this is that skill macro. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he's basically saying that. What's delay in my macro? 0 delay. No delay, no delay. Oh, you mean in-game macro? It's the minimum possible 10 milliseconds. It's super simple, and I really like he's explaining this. Actually, his viewers told him this way, fixed his macro after this 1 hour stream, 2 hour almost, because Tanker King never was using the in-game macro. But this is extremely simple, like just simply spam in the software Kin, siemanko, Kin and macro, and in the in-game macro you just need to have skills you like. Somehow also his viewers told him the overhead slam has to be with the higher priority than rending blow, and Tanker King tested this scenario with rending blow under and at the top of the overhead slam, and when it's at the top, then he see better results, like it's better DPS, 1 minute DPS. And he's spamming. Let's spam too. This is so simple. Why I'm missing? Why I'm missing? This is so simple. Why I cannot synchronize? Emmanuel, I don't even need to check. This is you. I hear the laugh and I know it's you. Jesus, but do you hear how still unsynchronized this looks like? Let's wait for the overhead slam. I hate this. Jesus, I hate to be so slow. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There is bigger gap sometimes. 1, 1 micro. Continue. If, Emmanuel, if you want to talk to... If you want to be hater about the Razer, we can be together. I hate this company as much as possible. Okay, let's try with the spam. I just want to test. It's a bit pointless because actually the Tanker King is spamming, not with his left and the right mouse. Tanker King is not pressing left mouse button. It's not holding left and right mouse buttons at the same time. He's just spamming his macro. He's just spamming this macro. Nothing else. One button, one and macro in game. That's it. I learned then how to make stuffed bell peppers with rice and chopped meat. Amazing. Is this like, Emmanuel, we have the recipes in the internet and we just need to copy? I don't know. I heard. It's... You might like it. You must like it. I use internet, of course. Send the video, please. No worries, man. My pleasure. This is pretty... I'm just gonna tell you like he's... Because this is... he logged in just immediately after the main trance. He went to the boss in the abyss and then came to the dummy. The beginning of the video is a bit pointless because he's trying to figure out and compare the DPS, which is lower, and then this part is like way more important. And of course, by the way, that he'll always open the turn on the subs and auto translation to the English, obviously, right? Because then you can understand almost everything what he is saying. F4 AI launcher. I'm gonna throw up. Sorry. Mouse function, left click. Yes. And here, mouse function right now. Enable turbo. Let's go turbo left click. Do you think the macro gonna work? No, it's not working with the turbo. But this is the dump test right now because this is not the thing Tanker King is doing at the stream. I was just curious if that could work, even if it's not good. Default. And here is F4. Functions, F4. It might be turbo, why not? Go 5. This looks so simple and I copy everything exactly the same like Tanker King. The problem is we have different result. And the question is, I'm asking myself, what's the difference between us? It's simple. He's not using the Synapse. He has the Logitech, right? Maybe I do have some double keybinds? Maybe that could be the issue? Okay, let's create completely different key bind to test. I might even use the page down as him because it should be free, not sure. Page down. I am using page down for anything? Yes, but in the classic, not in AION2, so that shouldn't be a problem. That's for sure. Yeah, I'm not using the page down for anything. It's good, it's good. Page up also not, and I'm using and. Delete, of course not. Home, I should, but it's at the keyboard somewhere, okay. Insert, it's not here. And here. Looks fine. Okay, at this point looks fine. This is the free key bind. Oh no. I'm using the page down, but in the OBS. So it has to be page up. Equip set. Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm using those three buttons to change the scene in the OBS to while streaming. I might delete E. I might put E where it belongs, right here. Then I don't believe this is so simple. Maybe I'm... Okay, let's put the macro in my mouse instead of the keyboard. I don't think that's anyhow different, but we are testing here right now. I mean, this is not important anyhow, but that's the R button, M button, and R. This is the M button in his keyboard. It has to... He's not pressing M. M or R? I have zero experience with Logitech program macros. G2, this is the button, or this is the button, or this is the button. It looks like this is the button. Do you have the Logitech? Anyone in the stream maybe? I would like to know what that means. I mean, on which button he's binding this macro? On M? I guess not, because it's pretty far away. G2, that's the button, G2. On the mouse? Looks like so. This is some special on the right mouse button. Oh my gosh, I am fucking blind. That hill, that's why I need you. R is the name of the macro, thank you, thank you. I just simply should... okay. Yes, okay, I see. This is just the name of the macro. This is... what is the M? Just the... okay, doesn't matter. G2 on this. This is extremely easy to copy, if you ask me. Let's do the macro with. And he's spamming this. I don't know how to see that, if he's spamming this button. But he has to, because at the dummy, when he's doing the test DPS, it's like blinking all the time. But it's also easy to replicate. Wait, no. Also, I'm curious if he's using the control mode AION 1 or 2. looks like 2. But okay, if he put this software macro in right mouse click, but also the right mouse click for him is the macro in the game at the same time, as I remember from half hour ago at his stream. Kim spam might with the low. Yes, of course. I know it might be like this. I just want to test and realize, and I won't be I won't be even disappointed anyhow, because it's just our choice. We testing this with such a high ping. That's why I recommend hold keen. Yeah, how you can hold keen without control mode AION2. But okay, before answering this question, because I have some ideas, let's test exact same scenario as him. So, num 8. Maybe the num is the wrong choice. Let me put... I don't have the num buttons in my keyboard at all, because I have 10 keys less version. I don't think it's the problem, but I can change, why not? To maybe this one. Let's change num 8 to the... Oh, I just wanted to use... No, not this one. Okay, nice. Let me use... this one, which is the same version of this one. I mean on the same button. Put basic short butts. What is the short butts? 9. Oh, do you mean the basic? Okay, basic. But what's the difference between a 9 or 0? I'm using the 9 and 0 somewhere, or not. Actually, I'm not sure. Maybe I'm not. Okay, I can put 9. Why not? Or 0. There is 0 difference in my opinion, but I will do it. Where is the... This is the function. Numpads. I don't want numpads. Navigation. No. Where are the simple numbers right here? Modifiers? No. Symbols? No. Can you? Oh, I just realized. Shortcuts. Ah, okay. Right here. Where's the 0? Without turbo, at least at this point. So it's gonna be 0. Okay. And now, simple macro without any delay, because there is no delay right here, right? It's not checked. It's not 50 milliseconds delay or anyhow. But again, I don't have any experience with... I mean, I have a little experience with G-Hub when I was testing the Scimitar mouse, but only for less than 2 weeks. No delay. And 0 plus... 0 plus what? 0 plus which button supposed to be the macro? Page up? Okay. They are different layers, that's why I'm doing the double checks, like different layers of this. You don't even to release the page up. It's only important to press down. Actually, I can test both again. There is no delay between. The macro is test v3. And right now he's using this macro on the right mouse button, right? But, okay, let's see, let's test. No turbo at this point. Okay, we have a problem because I cannot even move my view. Tested with num8 and num9 works well, so you can have any... Okay. But he's using this on the right mouse click. How he's changing the direction of his character? I cannot move my character at all right now with the right mouse. Okay, hold is not working. Oh, yeah. I think I need to change my keyboard. I mean, I really hate the Razer. Not working completely. But it's not anyhow important to have this macro on the right mouse click, right? You can put this anywhere. Let's say I'm gonna put this on E because it's pretty universal button for me. Tanker is using AION2 mode. That's the problem. He just moves the mouse. So he doesn't need. But okay, but also it doesn't change anything because I guess you are not forced to use this macro on the right mouse click. But I see he have the balance between the macro and play with the character when he used to that way. If you want to use AION1 mode and still use the RMV as a macro button, you have to enable left click only to rotate the camera. I have it. Left click only to rotate the camera. Oh Jesus. I have it, but I'm not using this. So left, right. You know, we are the slaves of our of the things we used to it, right? I'm playing so many years the MMOs in some way, and I won't force myself anyhow at this point to play AION2 mode. But okay, we are testing, so it's okay, it's fine. Everything is fine. Let's just do another test. Let's pretend I would use... But it's not working. Do you have the Logitech? I'm sorry, that heal? Because it seems like you... I do. Okay. And when you do something like this, it's sorry, I asked you already a few times, and I'm missing the answer. What is your class? I don't see the answer. You don't want to tell me. I am good at all classes. The only question is if you're testing this on GLAD, I mean. That's the real question, because it might be slightly different on others. This is the macro Tanker King is using, and it's not working for me. Of course, it might be the ping. By the way, let's test if it's anyhow worth it to do it. Let's test the DPS of the most synchronized way I can do with my ping. Same conditions. It's working. Without the spam, but it's working. And right now let's test. Let's wait for the skills. 1 minute test, just like always. Jesus! Oh. It's out. Few seconds. Okay, something happened and overhead slam didn't give me the guarantee overhead slam, so I'm gonna wait. Let's cut the cooldown a little bit. If the result going to be less than 40 millions, okay, let's say less than 42 millions in my conditions, jeez! Even the changing camera this way. It's too late. I can't get used to it. I tried many years ago to play in... Oh, what is this MMO, guys? Terra. In the Terra, one of the first MMOs many years ago with the control mode, like with the pointer in the middle of the screen to fight, and I tried to play it, and I did really, I did play it for a few weeks back then, and it was pretty nice, but right now I cannot somehow. Okay, that's it, should be. Why? Okay, it's different behavior at the very beginning of using the macro. Maybe I just simply should ignore it. Let's wait for the buffs. Half minute. It is better, so it's nice. There is space to improve. Let's say it's equal 44, but I could see the DPS live, especially at the very beginning when I could reach 1 million on this dummy DPS, damage per second, at some point. And it is better because with my way of the macro I was doing like 42 millions maximum. It was pretty repeatable actually. It was like 41, 42, 41, 42, 42, 42, 41, and right now very easily 44, let's say. So when you have the low ping, the scale, the difference is even bigger, that's for sure, because we can see how slow I'm attacking the character, the dummy. But actually everything is confirmed, like better synchronization, better DPS, right? But it's simply, I won't force myself to play AION 2 mode. Because, you know, my brain used to it after 20 years of playing MMOs in this way. And I'm not trying to be the best player after global release anyhow. I just want to have a fun with decent gear. Actually, I can do this manually, as I see. I mean, every single overhead slam has to be cut by me, not by macro. So at this point I am wondering if the mechanics of AION 2 control mode are better versus AION 1. I am also using... oh, not right now, I should, because Dunker King also tested his macro with skill Q and without, and with, as his viewers told him, he have a bit better result after 1 minute. But also it might be very dependent of the ping, right? Skill Q, 1 by 1. Found something! If you play in AION 1 mode, disable auto attack. If its enable rotation is not perfect. Where did you find it? This one. Use basic attack repeatedly, right? I'm using this pretty often. I mean all the time, of course, but I like this option. Disable. Yes, sir. What now? Now let's go back. Not to test the DPS. Here I need to change the macro. Let's say I want to use just for test, because it doesn't matter which button you're gonna use for the macro, right? Sometimes I want to use on my mouse, but for now let's go on the E button, just for the tests. E. Macro. V3. Not sure if play once or play while pressed. I'm gonna spam, I'm gonna turbo. And this is the macro I'm using right now, so it's keen cleverness, up, down and up, and page up, which is the macro. Yes. Don't fucking tell me. Don't fucking tell me this is just one fucking option. I mean, I'm glad. First of all, thank you, that hill, but I'm glad there is so many different options, so you can change and again, Jesus, again. It works. Where did you found it? At the stream? I mean, at the Tanker King comments? Because he's testing everything his viewers telling him, right? I'm just smart. Give me the source. Give me the source. I mean, I'm not denying you are smart, but you had to have some inspiration somewhere. I deal with macros every day. I do also. But Ion 2 have only little macros. I mean, because you know, in the old Ion days, in the old Ion, like the retail and the classic, you are always using like 20-25 macros at the same time, right? That's why. But you know, the problem with Ion 2 is that in the old Ion, almost everything is dependent of the player and his knowledge. In Ion 2 we have different systems and different mechanics which they takes control over the players. And this is great example, like this option. This where is it here? This option is doing that also. I'm curious. Oh, wow. I mean, I'm surprised. I used to wave without macros for 3 months and I understand. Yes, me too. I mean, I'm doing this every day. I love to went for right now I cannot wave because my basic attack won't be used. I like when my Keen Strike is used automatically because it's much simpler to wave by your own, right? To click the rending blow, the second basic skill in best moment. Okay, so I just need to used to the new version of waving with basic attacks. It's fine. I can do this. I'm gonna miss this option, but for short time. Okay, let's test the DPS, if it's gonna be the same, a bit higher. And let's see if I'm at the beginning, I'm going to have 1 million on this dummy DPS. The buffs are here. Cooldowns not. DPS meter. Let's think twice. I'm always using only 2 scrolls. Basic shards. Yes. It's even slightly faster with both. I couldn't see 1 million. I wasn't watching all the time. Did they nerf Gladiator? No, they changed the macros. I don't even want to say they nerfed macros in the game, but they changed them. the result is worst. Result 37. It's very bad, if you ask me. Again. Maybe I wasn't blocking at all on the dummy, because it's pretty important to block as a glad. Could be my fault. Very much my fault, and I felt at the very beginning I fucked up in the previous test. 44 and a half, let's say 44. It's great. I mean, it's not much better than... Actually, I am even curious if my old way was perfectly fine, just the problem was here, this option. I'm curious. Actually, I'm not... I don't have to be curious because I'm using exact way right now. Yes, I'm using, this is my macro, the most effective macro, where I had 41, 42 millions all the time. And right now, after disabling this option, it's better, it's more synchronized. That he'll thank you to be so patient at the stream and figure out this. And right now I'm gonna remember for the future, like some of the options might be way more important. And actually I'm gonna see Tanker King tested like the skill queue gives him better result, but let's see without, probably with my ping. Always, don't say that this word, because you know I'm gonna whisper you too often. And let's see without, if for my ping gives me any difference. Nice, ignoring the macro. But I guess it's the fault of my ping. The skill queue definitely gives me this in-synchronization, unsynchronized attack, I mean. But it's also pretty high. So it is important. I mean, I assumed, probably I'm right, I assumed like the skill queue might be the difference with much more stable situation, like much better ping, of course. I could definitely see like many attacks are not synchronized at all sometimes, because there is no skill queue, obviously. But the result is very close anyway, even if it looks much worse And the way your character is using your skills, it's crucial for me. That's why I couldn't stand. Oh, yeah. But right now, basically, I need to force myself. I need to used to the situation to press macro more time, because right now I had occasions while doing the DPS simply leave my character using Keen Strike by its own, but I cannot do it right now with disable option. What is going on? Why it's not turbo? No, it's not turbo. What the heck? Save. Okay, it's turbo now. I'm not even using the macro right now, I'm just pressing two buttons at the same time, two side buttons in my Razer Naga at the same time, and it's working already without the without this option. It's working already. That's funny. But I'm so... it's a pain to feel how slow the character is. Only because of the ping, obviously, but still... It's closer... When it's closer to the global release of the AION2, it's bigger and bigger pain. But I guess this is not only me like that. Okay, let's go one instance. Actually, let's go Transcendent. I think Will you accept me? First class? What is the first class? Oh no, he going to... Oh wait, he accepted me. I think I kinda remember the skills. I watched one movie yesterday. Finally, mad scene. Recorded the movie about the all bosses, not only the last one. important to use the skills now. Good to be glad. Thank you, that hill. Much pleasure. Unlucky act. I wish. Take care. Thank you for help. Don't tell me I have the highest DPS. It's still low, but it's highest, lol. I should use my front wings, but they are still +9, not 10. Oj, oj, oj. I am third time in this instance, I'm sorry. I don't remember the order of the skills. On the poison. Jesus, I forgot. Poison boss. The Scooty is not using the macro. We can see that. And his gear is much better than mine. Actually, I might understand why the Asian people are using the rending blow, Asian glance, all the time, spamming, because of this option that I just turned off. This is it? Not sure. Jesus, closer. What are his skills? Wait, the numbers, right? I was the number or not? The numbers has to jump. No. Closer. Give the skill to the... I'm not the number. But I should still jump? Okay. This is very good groove to understand the mechanics, because we doesn't have rapid DPS. Oh wow, his ping is very bad. I need to understand if you don't have the numbers, so you are not using the gazers. When you are not selected to use the gazer, then you still need to jump at the proper moment, right? At the good timing. And this boss, inside and outside skill. On me. Inside or outside, right? This is the outside, so not with your group members, right? When the arrows are inside, you have to be with at least one group member. Oh fuck! Better fight? Okay, nice. This is very fast skill. Maybe my attacks are finally good synchronized right now. But it's still not much satisfaction. Let's say it's very low satisfaction to use the skills. No. I use this one. We all died? No. And right now we'll be inside. Jesus, I need to understand this mechanics. Inside. So together. Fuck! How to defend this mechanic? It's so direct, so fast. Okay, I'm starting to remember the order of the skills, but some of them are instant anyway. What? Why this is so instant? Fuck. We need to die less. Not much. Not enough DPS. Inside, not outside. Okay, it's a reset, I think. Oh wow, okay. It's definitely much easier to do the instance when you understand the mechanics. I wish the NCSoft could design this in slightly different way, because when you don't understand mechanics yet, it's a problem. When you do understand mechanics already, it's too easy. And it should be like half-half, in my opinion, like more balanced. Okay, let's see here. Wish I ever had. Also, I am a huge hater of the... I'm using the smite, okay. I don't like they had to separate. Okay, no, I don't want even to start talking about the Arcana system, because the Arcana system is the best proof NCSoft is trying to addict the people to complete the Arcana all over again, because they are correlated each other, and it's endless farming. And this is one of the layers of endless farming. It's PvP stat, and also there is PvP stat. Why it cannot be universal, just critical hit, not the PvP critical or PvE critical? Okay, fuck it. PvE evasion, fuck. I like learning mechanics with a party, even though it's easy just to... This is the point of view which I'm missing, because I am a little bit exhausted of the pre-mates after playing Classic, because it's very much demanding. I mean, your real life is like... when you have a pre-mate, you need to think about the game too much, in my opinion. But Majonda, when you have the group right now in AION2, then I must say I am really jealous. Like, you can together as a group, as a friends, you can figure out the new mechanics together. Even if you die, you have a fun. In that case, I think. I don't have a pre-mate. I'm not planning to have a pre-mate even in AION2. Maybe I will, but maybe for short time. But also, I don't want to. It depends. Depends. I am surprised this option, use basic attack, just is the worst option to use right now. I would say skill Q. Should be like this. Taiwan with a couple friends and enjoyed callouts and learning, but it's slowly stopped because of the global release, I believe, right? Tried for a little bit to find another crew, but no luck. Don't force yourself to find a group right now, because it's just very few weeks before the global release, right? Everything in the Asian region for us playing with the bad ping, it's just to test, it's not a serious game. Okay, I have to end the stream right now. Maybe I'm gonna stream later and practice the new mechanics. Actually, there is nothing I want to reach as this GLAD anymore, but I could practice and I could test this new mechanic, which finally with the dat heal I fixed. Siema Critical, właśnie spadam, może będę potem, zobaczę. For now I have to go, thank you. See ya later.